Bobby, aka Anarcha Media here, and in this video, I would like to talk about why I criticize Christianity so much. And it's not because I don't respect genuine, authentic believers in Yeshua, for the record. I absolutely do. In fact, I myself was raised to believe in Yeshua. I was raised Catholic, for those who don't know, and it's absurd to me that people often say that Catholicism isn't real Christianity when it absolutely is. In fact, it's one of the oldest extant sects of Christianity aside from Eastern Orthodoxy. Now, obviously, I'm not Catholic anymore, but I still respect genuine believers in Yeshua. The problem with modern Christianity I have is that the majority of modern Christians don't actually believe in the scriptures in and of themselves. Rather, they use scriptures to justify their own personal prejudices against gay people, against trans people, against immigrants, against indigenous people, against Muslims, and so on. Against oftentimes black people, mixed race people, Jews, and so on. When Yeshua himself was Jewish, like, his problem with the Pharisees wasn't that they were Jews who believed in the laws of the Torah. It was that they abused the laws of the Torah to abuse those that the laws of the Torah were designed to protect, namely the marginalized, refugees, as Yeshua himself was, and most of his apostles were as well. And ironically, a lot of modern Christians are also descended from refugees and yet treat non-white refugees like shit. Non-white refugees who already have to struggle because they don't have the white privilege that me and so many other people enjoy on a daily basis. And yet, and what really gets me as well is how arrogant so many Christians are, right? And like, they act like they alone have a monopoly upon truth, upon virtue, upon spirituality. And I've already ranted about how they made up this nonsense blanket term pagan to basically describe any spiritual tradition that isn't them. And they accuse people of being devil worshippers for practicing other faith traditions, despite the fact that the devil, as we think of it today, is an almost uniquely Christian tradition. And furthermore, it's not a Christian tradition that strictly comes from Scripture. Rather, it's it's a Christian tradition that comes largely from pop culture and the Apocrypha and is then infused into scripture post hoc, right? To justify their own presuppositional dogmas passed down from generation to generation. It's like how so much of how we understand scripture today is based on mistranslations. Like most people don't even know that the Greek word arsenokoitai that is generally translated as homosexuals doesn't actually even mean homosexual. It probably means something closer to male prostitute, which in the Hellenistic and Semitic worlds was usually gay, but not always. Also, sex in general was more stigmatized in biblical times, not just gay sex. I mean, for Christ's sake, Yeshua praised eunuchs. Yeshua regularly spoke out against male religious leaders being given priority over female ones. Yeshua regularly spoke out against the hypocrisy of those who claim to be his followers, stoning women who committed adultery, but then privileging men who did the same thing as if it wasn't an equal sin when men did it. Bobby, a.k.a. Anarcha Media, Liberty, Equality, Fraternity, goodbye.